This episode of MMA Nuts is brought to you by
GoDaddy.com. Man up and get your $4.95.com by entering code MMA Nuts.
Defense Soap. Offense wins matches. Defense keeps you on the mat. Hey fans, this is MMA Nuts, episode 139.
139er.
My name is Ingo Weigold.
And I'm Matthew T. Griffith, and this is the MMA Nuts, the MMA show by MMA fans, for MMA fans, where we walk the line between serious and ridiculous. I'm working on my brand.
I think you are. Is that your official new brand? Matthew, what is it, Matthew T. Griffith?
That's right.
Okay.
One person will catch
Can I
that
shorten,
joke
since you're
reference.
lengthening yours, can I shorten mine? I'm just Ingo.
Fair enough. Whatever you want it to be.
Like Prince, you know?
To be a sign.
Less fruity.
That's my sign. Like a blowjob.
Okay, fair enough.
It's all good.
Speaking of blowjobs,
Yes?
have you heard of the secret menu at McDonald's, Matt?
No. Proceed by stroke.
Apparently, not that I eat at McDonald's. I can't remember the last time I actually ate a McDonald's meal, other than maybe a breakfast randomly here and there in a pinch. But apparently, you can order things that are not on the menu. Some of these items include all-American meal, cheeseburger, French fries, small drink, something called a McGangbang. Apparently, is on the menu. That is not on the menu, and that consists of 2 patties and a chicken sandwich inside of a burger.
Nice.
What say you, sir, about this type of secret menu?
I love it.
You do?
Fidelio.
Is that
What?
the password?
What was that?
What
Eyes
is
wide shut.
What is the password for the house?
Yeah.
What is the password for the rest of the thing?
That is.
Please remove your mask, sir. What a dumb shit. He should have just left it on, right? I wouldn't
You
have
should
taken
have just ran.
It's a good time to run.
Yeah, just run.
Yeah.
Kick someone in the balls and run.
We're talking about eyes wide shut.
Or he should have fucking pulled his shirt up over
Pull
his
his cock
head.
out.
Said, I am Cornelia! I need TB for my long haul.
So yeah, that's what's happening out there. People are so tired of they eat so much fast food in the world that they have to make up secret menus on this fast food menu that no one knows about.
So these fat fuckers can order up?
Yes.
If you're 300 plus, dial in, dial out.
Yes. It does sound good though. It sounds like something I would probably try to make at my house.
Oh, and a
But
gangbang?
it's missing bacon. I think if you're gonna go out,
yeah. He only had like 30 pounds of bacon at his house today, by the way.
Your daughters are like the bacon. What do you even call them? Like
bacon queen or the
bacon monsters?
Was it the fairy bacon princess?
Every time I turn around, she's like 2 bacon.
She's double
Where are you
fisting.
going? They're like,
one for me and one for her.
I like bacon. She's like the Beavis. Like
She's her favorite food is bacon.
I need bacon.
It's her favorite food.
bacon.
Yeah.
So,
Can't help it.
It's all good.
It's tasty. It's delicious.
It is good. What else is going on? I posted earlier in the week. I don't know if some of you may have seen it.
What?
The beer video game, which is pretty
that's
cool.
right there.
Yeah, apparently you can play one-on-one video game, like some kind of fighting, and then the winner gets a glass of beer. Pretty cool. And the loser gets nothing.
We could totally build that. It would only take us 4 years.
There should be like a beer dispenser right here. Like
a kegerator.
Like if we had a guy in the studio, like a producer, that if every time somebody says something really ridiculous, that's like too awesome, a red light goes off, like in hockey, and then beer comes out. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I've got the red light too. That's in my garage. I was telling you about all the shit I have and all the buttons. I've got that red light.
Okay.
I don't have the fancy sound effect, but I'm sure we can work on that.
It's just a button.
A fucking beer bong drop down from the ceiling.
And lights and poles. We need a stripper pole right here.
I got a pole right there.
That's a dangerous pole behind the camera.
We'll work a different pole. I'll have one. I want one that just press a button and it either comes up. It would be better if it came up than going down.
True.
So I'll work on that.
Okay.
How much is that going to cost us?
I don't know.
This is my way, Ingo. We'll all work out in the end.
I didn't realize I spent as much money as I did until you just mentioned it.
We're just printing it out.
It's sick to my stomach.
As fast as I print it, Ingo spends it.
For those of you that don't know, we're actually upgrading the studio. We're going to be taking live callers and
live callers
at some point.
Awesome.
But doing interviews, and mainly for doing Skype interviews and possibly streaming live.
What? Did you just say pot? Are you doing pot on the show?
This is weird.
I'm sure that smells legit. What are you drinking over there, by the way, Gabrielle?
I got a whiff of this Hibernation Ale. It's English style old ale. It's
Is that like the Old Spice of beer?
I don't know. It's got a malty richness balanced with a complex hop profile and hearty, warming character.
Oh,
sounds
awesome.
Like it's gonna hurt when it's going down, but whatever.
It's all good.
I don't know. So we were talking about spending money. We need to make money.
You make money and then you spend it.
So here's a question.
Yeah.
Let's say we had T-shirts. Would anybody buy these T-shirts?
They keep claiming that.
So what about a pre-order? So if we put up a pre-order, say we have a design we make and we show everyone the design, and we put up a pre-order, and you gotta like spend $10. Say we're not trying to make money off this. Say we're just trying to get some shirts out. Would you guys be interested? That's my question. I think that's fair.
Well, maybe we'll just do a limited run. Maybe we need X amount of shirts before we put a run through.
That's a good point.
And then we do it.
Yeah. Maybe
everybody wins.
Everyone wins. We're not trying to get rich, you know?
What? I'm trying to get rich, bitch. I don't know about you. I don't want to work ever again.
Yeah, this is not work.
Fuck that nonsense.
This is fun.
True that.
What else is going on?
So I hear they're working on this 115-pound weight class, right? They've been talking about it. I'm like, oh, fuck. Why do we have to go that direction? You know, the jockey class. Why don't we go the opposite? Fuck everybody. Let's go super heavyweight. Fuck the lighter shit. Go bigger. Go big or go home. Who doesn't want to see 266 plus? Who doesn't want to see Bob Sapp versus Hung Man Choi?
Like a super heavyweight class?
Fuck
no weight limit?
Yes, no weight. 266 and up. It may not be, it'll be, but one round.
1 round. 10 minutes.
Fine, done. Or 7 minutes and 32 seconds.
Okay, fair enough. I don't know.
I'm on it. I don't want smaller. I want bigger, right? The super size. Are you okay? That didn't sound like it tasted delicious.
You're not like that, but maybe let's let it breathe a bit.
Good.
I don't know, man. I feel like the UFC might be making a mistake. Like, boxing has way too many divisions, and we're starting to get into that territory of it's been working. Why are we going all the way down to what's next? 95-pound division? I mean, it's like, I don't know. Is there enough
fourth graders fighting?
Is there enough 115-pounders out there to make a good competitive division?
How many knockouts are going to be in that class?
I don't know.
About zero.
Zero.
Unless you're going to involve weapons. If you're going to go beyond Mad Max, beyond the Thunderdome. Yeah, nunchucks.
One man enters.
And Chinese stars.
2 men leave.
One guy gets nunchucks, the other guy gets Chinese stars.
That's backwards.
Gangbang.
Strike that. Reverse it.
It's all good. You have to go forwards to go reverse.
Sometimes.
Something like that.
So, what else you got? Anything?
Oh, it's Dana White and the TRT. So why
he's on TRT?
Yeah, can't you tell? He's a big man.
I heard he had a relapse of
hands.
How do you say it? Meniere's disease?
Something like that. I thought he shouldn't have. He just had the surgery.
Unfortunately, it sounds like it didn't work.
That's weird.
Sucks.
So he's flip-flop on the TRT. Like 3 months ago, he was all for it. And now he said, I don't like TRT. It's cheating, and we're going to test the living shit out of you, your entire camp.
Was it specifically directed at somebody?
Just everyone that's using TRT, because he thinks it's cheating. It's cheating.
Does he just say that because he was in the UK and Bisping's from the UK and he's been raising the stink out there about the whole TRT thing?
You know what? I'm okay if people... If you're on a TRT and he wants to test you throughout your camp, fine. I'm okay with that. Because you should have to stay in a range. But you know what? How is it cheating? If the Athletic Commission allows it, how is that cheating?
Well, man, I don't know.
Now I'm asking you the question.
I have no idea. I think
that's what I'm here for.
I believe that there are times where maybe they go over the line and it's not tested, and they feel like because they're approved, they could say, "Oh, it was regulated." According to what Keith Kaiser told us when we asked him some questions via email recently, he said that in Nevada they actually do have anyone on TRT. It has to have the stuff administered by a doctor in an office, not in his home or wherever, or sent stuff to his house.
His orifice.
Yeah. So, I don't know if other commissions follow that same rule or not, but apparently Brazil doesn't give a shit because they let Vitor fight. And he did.
Yeah, is he supposed to have the therapeutic use exemption?
He shouldn't, but
after
they just announced
positive?
another fight in Brazil. Isn't he fighting again? And it's in Brazil. So it leads me to believe that the UFC may or may not say in public that they're against it, but why are they letting him fight in Brazil with TRT again?
Because that's the only place he can fight in
And that's the
Brazil
only place they can cash
with
in on
TRT.
their little cash cow and make money off of him. So
It seems like something may have happened behind the scenes. I'm just saying. It seems like there's something
something's
weird.
going on.
Because why flip-flop all of a sudden?
I don't know.
One problem I'll have is, like, how can you test, like, only the guys that are on TRT and not the rest of the guys? Because now they're under a stricter standard. Granted, they are doing something that's gonna
But
enhance their performance,
though,
but all these
because-
other guys are.
No, but I mean, okay, so
Well, they may not. That's a good point.
in order to be
It's taking them back to normal.
right, if you're being allowed to administer a substance which is technically against the rules, what's wrong with making sure that they are within the limit of
Right.
those rules?
I don't have a problem with that, but if you're going to test them, then you need to test everybody else.
Then it becomes expensive.
Exactly. So that's why we should just fucking leave it alone. Leave it alone! There's nothing to see here. Don't look behind the curtain.
I guess. I don't know. I think for most people that follow the sport, it's
Yeah.
obvious when a guy.
You can kind of tell who's on it and who's not.
Yeah, right. I mean, all of a sudden, you get big or
You
get
see the back
skinny
knee.
or-
Back knee.
And I've always had this misconception that,
What's that?
steroids are only for large dudes, but actually,
No,
I was listening to
doesn't
that
matter.
Rogan podcast with Tim Ferriss, and he was saying that actually steroids can be very beneficial for cardio and things for guys who are skinny, not necessarily to just get huge, but to recover during
Mhm.
training and everything else. And it's very interesting how that whole thing works. And I just want people to be safe. I don't want to see anyone die in the cage.
That's right.
So be safe out there, people. Wear condoms.
And a cup. And make sure it's a tie cup.
Yes,
Not
a
a
tie cup.
fucking little plastic
But
piece of shit.
on your Jimmy, please.
Right.
Anything else?
No.
Okay.
Let's get into some recaption.
Oh, recap. UFC on Fuel, which I did not watch.
UFC on Fuel 7. Let's hit some scores. We're fucking dominating, and we're not. Okay, I was 7-5. Ingo was 5-7, and the Magic 8 Ball 11-1.
Oh my God.
11-1. So
Why am I
overall,
so terrible? I swear to God, it doesn't make sense. I make these picks now. I'm like, yes, I got this one every week, and it's terrible. Why is it so
I
terrible?
don't know. So overall, I'm 27-17. Ingo is 19-25. The Magic 8 Ball is 30-14.
I don't know
So the
shit
Magic 8
about
Ball is in
MMA.
first place again.
I don't know a goddamn thing about MMA apparently because my picks are terrible. What the hell? You know what I'd like to do?
What?
Maybe I should do a statistic of the fights we actually discuss versus the extra fights we pick and see how close we are to. Maybe I need to analyze the whole card instead of just what we talk about. I wonder if my percentage.
Oh, you want to look at fights we've actually covered versus...
Right, like is our percentage better on the fights that we discuss on the show, or is it better on the undercard?
I think yours is...
It's just terrible all around.
I think the undercard saved you.
I'm only on the show for comedic effect, and basically to give you something to do other than don't pick my picks.
He just tries to go opposite to keep it entertaining.
Maybe
I don't know.
I have no idea. I just pick. I believe in my picks, but
It's
I'm
true.
always wrong. So fucking hell.
Well,
Anyway.
you know the one thing. Remember the curse. I double jinxed the curse, so I got to mention this. So you, me, and the Magic 8 Ball all picked Barao. So I went out and put a $5 bet on McDonald.
Oh, there you go.
Just to see what would happen. Because every time I don't do that, it's a fucking curse and the guy loses. So I counter cursed us this week.
Okay, so that's maybe the equalizer.
Yeah. So I just tried that this time. Next time I'm not doing it.
See what happens.
Wanted to see.
Okay.
Because
Fair
I
enough.
for whatever reason, I cannot make a bet on MMA and win. There's some sort of jinx. Like I'm
Okay.
decent at picking, but if I bet it, so sorry. Then everybody loses. All
Well, speaking of losers
Bonuses.
and winners, let's talk about bonuses.
What do you
Fight
got?
of the night: Tom Watson versus Stanislav Nedkov.
that was solid.
Knockout of the night: Tom Watson. I did not see this. And then submission of the night: Henderson Barao Fourth round, right?
Yes.
Something. Arm triangle, something.
A choke.
Choke. Yeah.
That's what I said.
I did not see this card. I only saw a couple of highlights, gifs of highlights, some crazy like guillotine judo slam in the Poirier McDonald fight. But apparently this card was good.
Which fight? Poirier Swanson.
Oh, sorry.
We fighting fucking McDonald?
Not McDonald.
You got McDonald. You got the McGangbang on your brain.
I'm thinking of a gangbang.
So
my thing is I refuse to try to go out and watch something that I should be able to see. So the UFC is the biggest promotion on the planet when it comes to mixed martial arts. Why do they not give me a venue to purchase or watch for free their freaking event? That's what I say is
called streaming online.
I know, but I don't want to do that. I feel like there should be.
I feel like it's stealing, but I'll still do it. What? I don't know what anybody's talking about.
There should be an avenue.
I have a Comcast.
You know, especially if it's in the 2 in the afternoon. Who's got time for that shit?
Comcast just got Fuel TV.
Is it officially there?
We will not see it until 2014. It was not there for this one. I still do not have Fuel, even though they signed a deal.
Well, I heard they're all rebranding everything. It's going to be like Fox Sports.
Yeah, Fox 2,
all this weird shit.
Deportes.
Yeah. So, anyways, fuck you, UFC. I mean, no, I'm just kidding.
Fuck you, Fuel TV. Fuck Fox sitting there.
Fox. Yes. Fox can suck a big fat one. Anyways, the card was good, you thought, huh?
No, it was okay. I wouldn't say good. I mean, the 2 fights we covered were good, and then the guy who won the monies.
Watson?
Yeah, that was a good fight.
Stanislav Nedkov.
They were fucking slugging.
Yeah.
Throwing bombs at your moms. So, the Swanson Poirier fight, Swanson came out with bad intentions. He was throwing for hurt in the first round, and he had a couple of nice throws. And then there was a moment where they're talking to each other, and what did they say? Cub said there was one point during the fight that Poirier said to him, "I can't believe you're taking this fight from me." And Cub said, "I want it more, but I still like you though." They had this exchange. I think it was in the 3rd round. So
yeah,
it was a tough fight. I mean, good scrap.
Yeah.
I don't know what's next for these people, but I liked it. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, I don't know. I mean, at the weight class, there's a lot of shit going on. I mean, if Lamas doesn't get a shot at the title, I think maybe the winner of this should fight Ricardo Lamas. Why not?
Done.
Should be a good fight.
Done.
And then Poirier could fight Mr. Tan. What's his name? Coke. Yeah. There you go.
Mr. Tan. That's his name. That name again. That's Mr. Tan.
We should call him Eric the Bronzer Coke.
I swear to God, he's sponsored by the Bronzer.
He might be.
If not, hey, fucking A. It's all good.
On that shit. Banana boat or whatever. What's that called? Banana boat, right? Is that the lotion? No. You know what I'm talking about? It's a suntan lotion. I think it's called Banana Boat. They make suntan lotion.
Banana hammock?
Oh,
Banana-rama?
Maybe.
Anna Banana?
Anna Montana?
I don't. You and your bananas. I don't know. Every time I go over, he's trying to offer me a banana.
I like bananas.
Like that banana pancakes, right? See?
Peanut butter banana pancakes.
Done. He's all about bananas and pickles and big black cocks.
That's right.
That's how he rolls. You need one on your shelf, by the way.
Big black cock.
Work on it.
Is that illegal?
Not in my house.
Can I charge it on the business card? Can I buy a freaking... How about a big black ass cock? Like a anal cock thing? Whatever they have? Like, you know...
You're gonna make my... You just short-circuited my brain. I heard big black cock, ass ring, cock ring...
No, wait. But the backdrop is black. How's anyone gonna see that if I get a big black cock?
Oh,
maybe can we hang it from right here?
And then I'll like, ding! And it'll be like, we'll have that, the boxing ring over here. We'll get the boxing box out.
Whenever you get mad at me, you can just hit it and smack me right in the head.
If I knock you unconscious. Probably wouldn't be the first time a big black cock hits you in the face.
I think we would be sponsors if we had a black cock on the show.
We get more, right?
Wait, sponsors?
Yeah, Adam and Eve.
Oh, okay. You know what? I haven't called them. I should.
And speaking of the Loop in their Q87.7, Jesus Christ, did they play enough porn commercials during the day?
They do. I hear that more than I hear our commercial. But
anyway, so we're moving right along. See, I already switched.
Sex sells.
Barao, McDonald, The one thing I want to say about McDonald is, Jesus Christ, I can't believe this kid's 22 years old because he is intelligent as shit. And you hear him speak at the press conferences, he's got his shit together. Could be a future champion.
Okay.
Not quite ready yet. 22s. But
he's a youngin.
I think when you look at this fight, what dictated what happened in the fight? Baro's takedowns. That was the difference maker. And then experience, and then by the fourth round got him down, and then got that arm triangle choke. He tried to thumb up and say he was all right.
I'm good.
And then they asked him, well, do you think that cost you because you put your thumb up and, you couldn't defend yourself properly? He's like, no, he kind of just squeezed the air out of me, man. I couldn't fucking do anything, so I had to tap out at that point. So it's all good. He will fight again another day. 22.
I think Barao's going to get a shot at the...
If Cruz ever comes back from his...
It's been off for like a year, man.
At least 2.
I don't know. That's a tough fight for either guy, I think, against Cruz, unless he's really rusty.
He's gonna be so rusty. He'd be like Tin Man rusty.
He's so flighty.
He won't be that flighty though.
He's more
Didn't he have like double knee surgery?
Triple knee surgery.
Fuck yeah.
He had his balls replaced.
Had his hip removed.
Those dog balls. What are those called?
Nudicles.
That's it.
It's like sausages. You remember that commercial?
Those.
Sausages.
Should have
Should be
nudicles.
Nudicles.
My real balls removed and put nudicles in.
That'd be so awesome. Softball-sized balls. I don't even care if they don't function properly. Just the look would be impressive. Just to fucking teabag some bitch with those. What?
I don't know.
Moving right along.
Yes.
Let's get right into UFC 157.
Yeah.
Are you feeling the heat?
It takes place at the Honda Center in Anaheim, California.
That's curious.
February 23rd.
That's bi-curious.
It is bi-curious. And speaking of bi-curious,
What?
It is headlined by the first female fighters to ever grace the octagon, Honda Halsey versus Liz Carmouche, also known as the Lisbo Nation. Respect.
Girl power.
Or Hespect, as they say. So, shall we talk about this card?
Yeah, we should. Nah.
Okay.
Alright, let's start with the first fight. We got Renan.
The hybrid!
Schaub, he's 8-3 versus Lavar.
I forgot.
Big
Johnson. Okay. You threw me for a curveball. I forgot we were doing this one.
Big Johnson. That
Big.
is awesome.
He should just be BBC Johnson.
Fuck yeah. He's 17-6. Schaub, 88% of his wins by KO. Johnson, 88% of his wins by KO, 12% by submission. Okay. Schaub's been getting knocked out a lot in the first round of late by like Big Nog and I forgot who else.
Struve?
No, Struve just submitted that guy. Johnson.
That's it.
I'm out of control
I'm
already.
confused. Oh,
I'll tell you what's
Roy
going to
Nelson.
happen.
We haven't seen him since the Ultimate Fighter show. What
Yeah,
else
that was
he been?
another knockout he got. It's all good. So I'll tell you what's going to happen. This will be the fastest one I talk about.
36 seconds of a fight ever.
It's going to be a first round knockout. I'm going to put my money on Johnson.
Okay.
Unless Schaub takes him to the ground, because typically when Johnson loses,
Spice up.
yes.
Yeah.
And that was your Stefan Struve.
That's it. Yeah, I was thinking, it's not going to happen. Schaub is like, he's too cocky. I think he thinks he can stand with everybody.
He's a hybrid. What are you talking about?
Well.
He's straight out of Colorado. He doesn't give a fuck.
He is. I mean, you know what?
What?
He was coming up. He was doing well. He's got the show. And then he ran into Roy Nelson and he ran into a couple other guys and shit just hasn't gone his way. Johnson, I don't know, man. The guy's got a lot of power. I think I agree with you. I think he's going to knock him out. This will go fast. If this goes past the first round,
Jesus
the 8-ball is
I
not
did it again.
set.
Sorry, Ingo. All right, now we're back. I'm back. It
8-ball
was like
says.
the quickest thing. Magic 8-ball is going to take Brandon Schaub. Brandon Schaub.
Okay.
Moving right along. Going light speed. You feel it? So hungry right now.
Mm.
Could eat the dead ass. What is it? The ass end out of a dead rhino?
Okay.
That's from Point Break.
It doesn't have the ass end out of a rhino. Doesn't have to be dead.
No, it's a dead one.
Is it dead?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Utah. Give me 2. Damn right. Guess who's in it?
Nick Nolte?
Keanu Reeves.
Oh.
He's also in The Matrix.
Yeah.
He's also in Constantine. He's
That
also
was
in
fucking horrible.
Bill and Ted's. He's also in, I don't know.
Keanu Reeves? He
Yeah.
hasn't, like, wasn't he on... He's, like, been with Sandra Bullock, like, 25 times.
Speed.
Speed, like, 12. And then there was, like, some kind of Walking in the Clouds movie or something.
Fucking the clouds.
I don't know. They
What's
did
this
some
about?
lovey-dovey shit. I don't know. He lost his wife.
See,
I watch these movies and then I cry. and I sob. And I hold myself. and
then I beat off. And then I do it all again.
Like, that was good. I went through all the emotions.
Sweet.
So
Sex, drugs, rock and roll. All right. We got Josh.
Cuts!
Koscheck, he's 17-6 versus Robbie.
Ruthless!
Lawler, he's 19-9. Koscheck, 29% of his wins by KO, 29% by submission. Lawler, 84% of his wins by KO, and 5% by submission. What do you see going on here?
Well, it's interesting because there's
What's
like
that?
20 plus knockouts between the two guys.
Really?
So that's a lot of knockouts. I'm just for the record. What do I see happening here? All right, we got two different styles of fighters. You got one guy who likes to throw bombs, like Koscheck. Doesn't really set shit up. He just kind of goes for shit all the time, and then falls back on his wrestling when it doesn't go his way.
Yeah.
And then you got Lawler, who's more of a boxer that tries to set shit up. But the problem is that
What's that?
if he finds himself on his back, which I think Koscheck is probably going to end up trying to do here in this fight,
Yeah.
it could be problems. So therefore, I feel like this is going to go very much the way of the Tim Kennedy fight for Lawler, unfortunately, where Kennedy just manhandled him for 3 rounds. Koscheck might try his luck in the first round, and once he feels a little bit of that Lawler power, I think he's just going to go for the takedown, and we're going to see 3 rounds of that shit. Decision, Koscheck. He needs a win bad. I don't see any reason why he wouldn't use his wrestling in this fight, just to dominate, control, and walk away without being highlight reeled, fucking knocked out by Robbie Lawler, as he has done many times. Like, what was that, Melvin Manhoof in Strikeforce? Remember that fucking thing?
Mm-hmm.
It was fucking just boom!
I don't know what
You
he's
don't
talking
remember?
about,
He was getting his ass beat, and then he just knocked him out cold.
Like that Nick Diaz fight, but Nick Diaz knocked him out.
Yeah, that's true.
But that was early on.
What say you, sir?
I agree with that 100% of what you just said.
Do you really?
Yeah. Surprised.
Twice in a row.
Well, I look at this fight and say, who can dictate where the fight's going to go? And it's Koscheck, because wrestling is always Lawler's weakness. But although he's improved immensely, and then they were giving him like hand job kudos in his last fight when, double fisted. Thank you. All right.
With the lube.
Yeah, damn right. Nice. Are you fucking milking cows over there?
Sometimes you gotta milk it, man.
I hear you.
Yes.
So
Squeeze the juice.
The juice. Once the juice is loose, if the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit. So, I'm taking. I don't know who I'm taking. I'll take Koscheck by decision. What the fuck?
Okay,
Let's just get out of this fight.
fair enough.
I'm not into this one.
Hey, no.
It's decidedly so, Josh Koscheck.
No, Mr. Koscheck. Send us
Dude,
money
dude.
so he can bet on you. to
Yeah,
lose.
maybe. Maybe.
There you go.
I'm sure not to bet on it.
Let's jinx the man. Him and his Ferraris.
Does he have Ferraris?
I don't know. He's got something. He was on like Cribs or some shit, and he had like Ferraris. I don't know.
He probably rented them for
I
the
have
day.
no idea.
It's kind of like
cares?
see those people like those plant stores where you can rent plants. Like who does that? Why do you
Renting
rent plants?
I need to. Do you have plants in your house, by the way?
Do I? Jesus
No.
Christ! Did you ever look around my kitchen?
No, I know. I'm like
Seriously, I
like-
have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have at
I know
least,
your kitchen, but
I
that's
have
just
15 plants in my kitchen.
that's the kitchen though. But I don't notice any down here. And
no, they need sunlight. How am I going to get
Oh,
a
I
plant
see.
down here?
Because we've been talking about that. I feel like we need live things in our home, more vegetation.
You need plants. They suck out the bad energy.
Do they?
And, odors, yes.
Okay, like marijuana plants,
Whatever you want. You know?
like some cannabis. I don't know.
It's not illegal, is it? It depends what state you're in.
If I'm only growing it to be a horticulturist and learn about growing things,
It's still legal.
not for
In
resale,
the stupid Illinois state.
soon Matt, it will not be illegal.
5 years. It's going to take 5
Hopefully
years.
before that.
You think?
I don't know.
I don't know. They keep postponing it.
Or I'm going to move to California, Colorado, Washington.
Colorado.
Okay.
All right, we got Urijah,
the California Kid.
Faber, he's 26-6 versus Ivan,
the Pride of El Salvador.
Menjivar, he's 25-9. Faber, 27% of his wins by KO, 54% by submission. Menjivar, 36% wins by KO and 40% by submission. This is our rematch from a long fucking time ago. We have a controversial win by
Some
Mr.
kind of knee while a man
Faber.
was down.
It was like a legal kick to the head, but he said it wasn't quite illegal because he had a cut, and it should have been a no contest, but ended up in a DQ. But
yes,
Faber 7-month layoff. A little bit curious. He had an injury in his last fight. He had his rib broken by Barao. But you look at Faber, he's one of like these tough motherfuckers, a la Rich Franklin, where we break shit and we fight on. We'll break both hands. We'll keep fighting. We'll get our leg zombified from leg kicks. We'll fight on.
Yep.
We'll break a rib in the first round against Barao. We'll fight
That's
on.
tough, dude.
They don't give a shit.
It's the California Kid.
Here's the weird stat from him. So he has 6 losses, right?
Maybe.
So did you know this? Every time he's lost, he has won his next fight by submission and by choke. Fucking very shocking.
Did not know this.
It was very shocking.
Okay.
So seeing that, and he's never lost 2 in a row.
Okay. Shocking.
It is.
Shocking.
I have to say Faber by submission, and 99.9% of the time it'll be a choke. And Menjivar is going to try some spinning shit and like some weigh-in flashiness, but I think looking on history and statistics, I'm going to go with Faber with a submission, with a choke. Second round. Round 2s.
Fair enough. I tend to agree with your sentiments. I don't think that Menjivar is better than Faber in any aspect of the game at this point.
What about gangbanging?
Maybe they can take down a McGangbang together.
See?
Better.
Dude, sure.
Joe Lozon, which I forgot to mention earlier in the show, that freaking food challenge they had.
Did you see the puking? It was so thick.
It's gross. If you have the time, Google Joe Lozon food challenge. It just happened recently.
It. We'll get banned.
We're going to get banned if we post it. Just Google it. It's on YouTube. It's disgusting. They ate a whole bunch of shit, and it was just gross. But in either case, Faber, better striker, better submission game, better wrestling, better cardio. I don't see any reason
better chin.
Probably.
Well, ass for a chin.
There's no reason he should lose this fight. I'm going to go ahead and say it's by decision. But given your statistic that you just mentioned, it's quite interesting. Submission certainly likely possibility, but Faber all the way. Go California Kid. Sure. Unfortunately, I don't think either of these guys are going to are going to be able to take the title. It's just
gatekeepers.
Unfortunate. It sucks, but
the Magic 8 Ball is saying you're right, Faber.
You got to think. Okay, what do you do if you're a guy who you fight for a living or whatever you do for a living that's a one-man sport, and you realize that you're just not good enough to beat that one guy at the top, like the Anderson Silvas, it just
that's fine.
What do you do? Is that okay? Or?
Yeah, I have no problem. Then I'm the Chris Lyoto. I would rather be the most entertaining fighter than the most dominant fighter.
Okay.
Because you know why?
Fair enough.
That's how I roll.
Okay. Just make that bonus money.
Fuck yeah, you could probably, I don't know if you'll make more, but in my book, you're rated higher. I'd rather be more entertained than more dominant.
I like Joe Lozon, Chris Lyoto.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
The bonus.
It's all about the bonus. Alright. This is a big one. We got Lyoto.
Dragon!
Machida, he's 18-3 versus Dan
H-Bomb.
Henderson, he's 29-8. Machida, 39% of his wins by KO, 11% by submission. Henderson, 45% by KO and 7% by submission. Hey, what happens when an unstoppable force meets an unmovable object?
Knockouts.
Is that what happens?
I don't know.
Someone goes to sleep.
Yeah.
Hey, is this the Machida era?
Not anymore. But speaking of Machida,
go.
Okay, obviously Dan Henderson's never been knocked out, but Machida.
I don't think he will be.
He has a history of knocking out wrestlers. You look at Bader.
That's on Bader.
Rashad. You look at Couture, Thiago Silva.
But none of these men had the chin.
That Dan Henderson.
That Dan
That's
Henderson
just got to wear out at some point. I'm a huge Dan Henderson fan.
The TRT
the man is a
builds your chin.
Okay, so you have Machida, who is elusive, and he's...
Rampage beat Machida. You can go. Rampage.
We were there. Come on. It was not that impressive.
It was still a win. A win's a win.
But it was not impressive.
A chin's a chin.
Henderson is a guy who's good with Greco. He's good with his right hand. He's kind of relied on that his whole career, just landing that one shot because it's so devastating. I just don't think he can hit Machida with it. I don't think Machida's going to be there to take that shit on the chin. There's no way. So therefore, I feel like he's faster. He's got better cardio. We've seen Henderson as of late.
It's only a 3-round fight, so thank God that the women are on the main card.
Right.
Because 5 rounds, I like Machida. 3 rounds, I like Henderson.
What kind of pace is this fight going to be? You think Machida's going to be
Mad dog?
I think they're going to go pretty hardcore.
20.
Like old school style, like Boone's Farm.
Boone's Farm, motherfucker!
You guys remember that? It's disgusting stuff. I would never drink that. But,
Mad Dog is much better.
Mad Dog's even worse. Oh my God, it's
like $4.
You can drink that when you're 16 or 18.
Shit?
What?
Mad Dog. Yeah, you should drink that.
You drink it now. It's fucking hangover.
You should drink that.
No,
totally.
No chance.
That show.
I'm not doing it.
Why not?
If it's
gluten free,
I don't know, but I'm not touching that stuff. I just think Machida's going to stick and move. He'll be able to avoid the Henderson bomb. I don't think he's going to get into wrestling range. And you got to remember, Machida's really good, even in the clinch, at tripping guys up and getting into mount. If you remember, the fights that he's had in the past, he's just kind of like against Shogun. I think Shogun was the one, right? He tripped up Shogun and then ended up in mount and finished with the ground and pound. I am thinking Machida will be the first fighter in history to knock Dan Henderson out. I think it's maybe a ground and pound. Second round, TKO. Hendo gets tired and gets knocked out.
You're killing me.
I'm sorry.
You're killing me here with your 42% correctness in predicting fights. I gotta throw that at you. I'm sorry.
I'm kidding. Now he's pulling that card. That's terrible.
Because you're talking fucking crazy talk right now. Crazy talk. Dan Henderson, the man who probably has the best chin in MMA. You're going to tell me, Lyoto, I drink my pee, the Dragon Machida is going to knock him the fuck out.
Because he gets tired. Dan Henderson's going to be tired in the second round.
But fucking even Anderson Silva didn't knock him out. He got tired. Well, yeah, he got choked out, but he beat him for a round and then he got tired and whatever. But
he's going to get tired again.
Fuck it, that's 185. This is 205, right? No? Yeah. What weight class are we fighting? Dan Henderson at 205, Machida is not knocking him out.
I think he is. Ryan Bader, Rashad Evans, Couture, Thiago Silva.
Yeah, but he also lost to who else? He lost to Shogun, and fucking Henderson beat the fuck out of Shogun.
Well,
I know MMA math.
He lost once, but he knocked him out another time. So it's like, come on.
I hear you, but I'm saying that Henderson knocked him out, or not knocked him out.
Shogun?
But he beat the shit out of Shogun for like 3 rounds, and then Shogun came back in the last 2 and gave him a little business. But this is 3-round fight.
Couldn't finish the guy. See what I'm saying? But he did finish Faber. Dan Henderson did. I mean, I don't know. I think this is a roll of dice. No one knows.
I don't think it is. I think it's a clear-cut win for Henderson.
Okay.
And I think Machida's going to go to sleep in the second round.
Maybe.
The only question mark I have is Henderson's coming back from a knee injury, and I don't know how his knee's going to perform.
Probably like 50.
Doesn't matter. TRT will fix everything.
There we go.
So you forgot to throw TRT in.
Sorry.
And lately, TRT has been winning.
TRT is king.
So once you're on the TRT, you cannot lose.
You're all good, yeah.
So I'm taking Henderson. And by the way, no title shot for the winner because Gustafsson, if he wins, is supposed to get the next title shot. And I think Henderson may be a little jaded by that and may put a little extra oomph via Bisping forearm slam into said knockout.
Try to make a point?
No, he'll make a point. Shot? He'll double tap that shit.
Okay.
Zombie land. The Magic 8 Ball is going to take...
It's a low blow, man.
Lyoto Machida.
42% correctness. Low blow,
I'm going to give you a check.
Low blow.
I'm going to give you a check. It's like hockey. How your Red Wings do it? You want to go?
I don't know.
How your Red Wings do it? Hey, by the way, the Blackhawks are yet to lose a game in regular time. They've lost a handful in overtime, but not in regular time.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Good for you.
Yeah. I saw your Red Wings cake today, and I didn't say anything for your son.
Okay.
It's like, you son of a bitch, you Red Wing haver.
Go Red Wings!
They beat us so many times.
Sponsors! We have defensesoap.com. Check it out. 15% off. Use code MMANUTS. Offense wins matches, but defense keeps you on the mat.
Whoa.
Go there now. Buy your shit. Be clean, people. Don't be dirty.
You can get Natracil over there, too.
Yeah. You don't have to train to use defense soap. You can just be a dirty fucker and you need to use defense soap.
Kill the HIV. If you're fucking dirty whores, you probably need the HIV or the syphilis.
Yes.
Saver.
Scratch it right out.
Put like a screen saver, but they call it syphilis saver.
Syphilis saver. Right on your balls. Nice and frothy.
Yeah, it just grease up.
No, because that stuff like really foams up. Defense soap, big time. It gets frothy.
Which one are you using? Not the
I
bar,
just have
but
bar.
the soap.
I just have
I have. You gave me the other one.
Yeah. I have bars.
Like a liquid.
You want some bars? I think I have a couple in my car still.
And I need a bar for the show so I can eat it.
Okay. Gonna finger bang the bar. He's gonna drill a hole through it, finger bang it every episode.
Oh.
Also, we're sponsored by GoDaddy.com.
Yes. We're down to 2 goats because one has expired.
Okay, fair enough.
We blew it out. Too many redemptions. We have MMA Nuts 20. You get 20% off your entire order, or you can just go straight up MMA Nuts. You can get $4.95.com. I don't know how much longer we're gonna run that. Maybe all of 2013. Not quite sure.
Everybody could use a .com, sir.
They could use 3, at least 3.
Yes.
Sometimes I buy them and I don't even use them. But I'm not even lying. I've bought domains and I'm not even gonna tell you which ones, but I have them. I don't even use them.
Yeah,
Just
I've
because.
done the same thing. Yep. Unfortunately.
And once back in the day, I bought peapod.com.
What happened to that?
The domain name place didn't quite register it. This is back in '97 when all those domains were just kind of up in the air. Who wants to register what?
And look at now. They're a multi-million, billion-dollar
Well, I only bought it because I knew of them.
Yeah.
And for some reason, they won't sell to me anymore.
Peapod?
Yeah.
Why not?
We had issues. I kind of took a $40 credit because they tried to fuck me, and I had to take care of some business on the Better Business Bureau side. And every time I put an order in, they cancel it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So fuck you,
Even if you change your name?
Yeah, even my wife's banned. So I'm banned. My whole family is banned from Peapod, by the way.
Oh wow.
So fuck those people.
That's amazing.
Yeah. You know what? You can eat my ass for all I care.
Nice.
Eat my asshole.
Eat his gluten-free
You
ass.
can eat chocolate pudding out of my ass, as Hugo would say.
Did I say that before?
You said that last week. You'd love to eat chocolate pudding out of someone's ass.
Not your ass. Okay.
No, out of some hot woman's.
Okay, cool.
It's all good.
That's all good.
Alright, let's get back to some sponsor action.
I'm done.
No, Q5
Oh yeah, Q5. Code MMA Nuts, 15% off. We need like a different supplement company. A company that's like gigantic, that has lots of supplements.
I like Now Foods because it's all gluten free. If you're gluten free, contact us.
If you're out there,
we'll fucking
we need
get
a
some
supplement
sponsor
company.
action.
I
I need to get swole again.
suck on some gluten-free action.
Speaking
Speaking of sucking on some action,
I haven't sucked on some gluten free action in a long time. Are you ready for this fight?
I don't know.
Let me get a big sip because I'm so hungry that I need to drink.
I'm gonna have some eggs when I get home. I got leftover eggs. Eggs and fruit.
Oh, that's a good idea. I should just fucking omelet up.
I saw your fridge. You have like 10,000 eggs.
I have.
You need to take a video of how many.
I have 15 dozen in
That's crazy.
my bottom fridge.
15 dozen?
And I have 7 dozen upstairs because I already at least have. I probably only have 6
I
dozen
thought eggs
upstairs.
were bad for you. Should we eat eggs that many eggs every day?
What? Eggs are good for you.
Okay.
Just don't eat all the yolks. So it's like I'll have 13 egg whites in the morning with 2 yolks.
That's how crazy man is. 13 egg whites. Raw. He just drinks
Now,
it.
I did that in college, not anymore. I heard that it's bad for you.
I don't know. Some people put that in their protein shake. I've been hearing that's the thing to do now. To kind of like thicken it up. Put like
I can just put a loaded jizz in there while you're at it. If you want to thicken shit up, a little throat lozenge. So speaking of throat lodging, my throat hurts. Let's go. We ready?
Yes.
All right, we got. Is she Honda?
Rowdy!
Rousey, she's 6-0 versus Liz.
Rilla!
Carmouche, she's 7-2. Rousey, 100% of her wins by submission. Carmouche, 63% of wins by KO, 25% by submission. So, we had a lot of firsts here. We had the first women's fight in the UFC's history.
Right.
Impressive. We have the first openly gay fighter in the UFC's history.
Right.
What else are we at first? We have a woman who finishes all her fights in the first round.
Via the same thing.
Armbar.
Right.
So, this is an odd fight for me. I struggle with this because...
Do tell me.
I look at Rousey and I say, here's a woman who is young. She's in her 20s. And there's a lot of fucking press this woman has to deal with right now. And I'm looking at, a man compared to a woman. How long does a man actually have to prepare to go to a fucking press conference? About 5 minutes? He's like...
Oh, you're looking from a strictly cosmetic
Yes.
point of view. But does she look that dolled up usually? I don't think so.
Yeah, she does. And all the shit, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm guessing she's got an extra 2 hours of bullshit that she has to deal with for every media
cutting in the training time?
Yes.
Yeah.
And just the mental bullshit of just having to sit there for another 2 hours where a man doesn't have to deal with that. So I'm wondering, where is her break point? How much of this shit can she deal with? Granted, this is the first time she's had to go through it, but out of all the other women in the sport, I think she's got it ×2 at least. Because I think the only other woman was probably Carano, like Gina Carano, when she was going through all this. But I think this is much more media attention.
Yeah, it's getting worse, too.
You're not like Strikeforce. You're fucking UFC. And then that is way out there. So you got everybody trying to get a piece of her ass.
Literally.
Yeah, and figuratively. So all of that. But... So I don't know where she's going to break. And then, because everything on paper to me says that Rousey should win this fight. Mm-hmm. Bar none. There should be no question about this.
By armbar, too.
Yeah, first round armbar. So it's like, you look at the Carmouche, and she has fought in a title fight before.
Sarah Kaufman? No.
No, keep going.
Marlus Conan?
Yes, that was the one.
She
beat her up for a handful of rounds, but then she lost by a triangle.
Yes.
It happens. So she has the experience of being in a title fight and being a headliner.
Sorry.
It's all good.
I like Marlo's Coon.
It's good for you.
I'd like her to mount me.
I'll ask, how much does that cost to watch?
I don't know, but I'll take it.
It's all good.
It's all good.
We've got at least $10 left, so I'm pretty sure we're covered.
Okay.
Okay, so I actually think this is one of those fights where you had the Condit versus GSP fight, right?
Yes.
I remember watching all that primetime bullshit, and it really seemed like they kept trying to pump this Nick Diaz GSP fight, and it was almost expected that Condit was going to lose, and then you're going to have GSP versus Nick Diaz, but Condit threw the spoiler at everybody.
Yes.
So I think this is... I'm going to go out on a limb and say fucking spoiler. I think if Carmouche can get it past the first round, if she can survive an armbar attempt, and it can happen because Rousey didn't have her best stuff against Miesha Tate. She got in some dangerous positions where Miesha had her back and made a couple of mistakes, but she was lucky enough to pass those, or skillful enough to pass those and then get back and then end up winning a first round by armbar. So... I think Carmouche, if she can get past the first round, she can win. And I think this is prime for a spoiler. So I'm taking a spoiler.
Okay.
I'm taking underdog. And I know it's not the popular fight, and I know it's probably like 9 times out of 10, Rousey's going to win this fight, but I'm taking that 1 out of 10. I'm taking the Rocky. I'm taking the Marine and her 4 years of fucking Marine, or 5 years of Marine experience. I'm fucking girl power. Girl power, Ingo!
Okay. Fair enough.
Get pride.
Here's the thing.
I'm going to put rainbows up all over me right now.
Go ahead. The thing that, Miesha Tate is the complete package. She's got a ground game. She's got a stand-up game. She's good looking too, of course. But Carmouche, more so a boxer, and not a great boxer at that. I mean, if you look at her fight with Sarah Kaufman, especially, didn't go so well. You look at her fight with Koonin, we just mentioned, got submitted. What do you want to say?
But can I say one of her problems?
What's her problem?
She likes to clinch. And that's going to be a bad idea to do against Rousey.
Thank you. I was just getting to that. And the thing is, you look back at Rousey, every time she gets in trouble on the feet, she always can fall back to that. You cannot you let her grab you, you're fucking done. She's going to throw you down on the ground.
She bulldogs people. Yeah. She's very aggressive. It goes boom, 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 gets her back against the cage, and then once she gets you, you're fucking done. So it's like, you gotta move. You gotta use your fucking feet and get away.
I feel like if you look at the prime times, her striking seems like it's come a long way. From what I remember a few years ago, it's like she's looking pretty sharp. And I know sometimes they shoot that weird and it's hard to tell, but I feel like, unfortunately, Carmouche is just getting thrown to the wolves here. The only thing that could cause Rousey to lose is like what you said, which is basically if the pressure gets to her, the press, the thousands of people, the larger audience, all this shit that comes along with it, the press conferences and everything else.
But what about girl power? Yo, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Yo, tell me what you want, what you really want.
There we go.
A girl power angle.
I'm going to say Ronda Rousey, first round. I got to say, but I'm going to go ahead and say she finishes a different way. I think we're getting a rear naked choke. I think she's going to ground and pound at some point, and then Carmouche is going to flip over, and Rousey gets in a choke and finishes that shit up first round. First time for a different submission, but I'm calling submission. I mean, there's no way she should lose unless Carmouche just gets
dirty and starts like fingering her.
Maybe if they get
like armbar in there, and she's just like, "What's up, bitch? You like that? You like that?"
I don't know. I think it's going to be a steamroller. It's just fucking. It's going to be done.
I hear you.
I don't know. But the problem is now that
what?
Cyborg has signed with Invicta, and so what the fuck? They have this big fight because they were trying to set up that fight, and now there's nothing. But Miesha Tate just signed, so hopefully they can redo that one, because I think Tate has a chance to beat her. She should have beat her the first time. There's a chick who's tough as fuck. She's like, break my arm, I don't care. I'll
fight you with one arm, bitch. I'm not afraid.
So what does the 8-ball say?
Magic 8-ball is going to take Carmouche.
Okay. The Carmouche lives.
Yeah.
So, well, given my 42% correct average.
So, well, I mean, the safe bet is obviously Rousey, but we'll see. 42%. We will see. I don't know what it is, but it's 42 sounds good. It's in the 40s.
It's lower than that, probably. Good. I don't know.
All right. We're at a viewer mail. Corey McFall asked.
That was your segue?
Yeah. Well, there's music playing right now, but I needed to hear a little Fox magic in the background. Thank you.
Okay.
Does Cyborg signing with Invicta prove that she is afraid of Rousey? I mean, pay cut she took by not signing with the Zuffa was ridiculous.
I think it's a case of bad management. She shouldn't have Tito as her fucking manager.
I'm sorry, I tried. Right when Ego came, I was trying to look at this press conference that Tito Ortiz put on. It was so painful. 30 seconds in, I'm out. It was so harsh. I don't know.
What's he trying to pull? Is he like trying to his Don King like MMA or whatever?
But here's a guy who he's obviously been in camera and in the spotlight many a time, but it seemed like he was a little nervous. I can understand it, but fuck,
it's not his forte.
Not. Maybe you need to talk to Dana White.
Maybe.
Get back in the game.
Something.
Ryan Smith asks, do you think Tito Ortiz is an idiot for getting Cyborg out of her Zuffa contract and letting girls like Miesha Tate get a shot at Ronda before Chris? Or do you think he's smart for building her back up in Invicta?
Well, she can always come back. It's an interesting question because I think from what I read about Dana commenting on this, he thought it was stupid that they did it, but he also said the door is always open for the potential. So maybe Cyborg gets a few wins elsewhere, builds her confidence, and then they make that fight.
Well, the other thing Dana said that was stupid is that she could have had a UFC contract and still fought in Invicta because they don't have a 145-pound division in the UFC. So he was okay with letting her fight over there.
I see.
And now she has lost all the benefits of being a UFC fighter. That's kind of fucked up.
Well.
And Ryan also said, by the way, no bags of big black cocks for me, please. I leave Thursday morning for California for UFC 157.
Good job, Ryan.
Good for you.
You will get a big... I will tell you this. If there's a UFC in Colorado, we are coming, and we're bringing bags of black cocks.
30 pounds, because I heard you...
on the plane.
You said you didn't like 25 pounds. I said, I'll bring it 30.
There's a 48-pound weight limit on the plane, so 20 pounds...
We should film that as we go through, security, because you know,
one of us standing there filming.
Like, what is this? I got a bag of big black cocks. I got 30 pounds of them. You go through them. I don't give a fuck.
Oh my god, that would be so
tuck
awesome.
a couple in my pants. Like, sir,
you're standing in the thing.
Like, she's feeling me up.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna request a woman.
They do the thing now. Those X-ray machines.
No, I'm not going through that. I'm requesting a pat down, and I'm gonna lay that fucker down to my knee.
Okay,
like, what is this, sir?
Black cock.
It's all good. And Frank Fleming, you asked another TRT's question. I'm going to take your second one. Also, if the UFC does get put on a show in Madison Square Garden in November, what main event and co-main event would you guys like to see?
November?
Yeah.
Dude, you got to put the heavyweights in there. There's got to be a heavyweight title fight, right? What'd you put?
All heavyweight main card.
There you go, nice.
We had one of those. It was fucking awesome. Let's do another fucking all heavyweights.
You gotta blow it out. Or put like Anderson Silva on the card or something, or GSP even.
Yeah, you want a super fight, but it's not gonna happen. So I think probably like a just blow out all heavyweight. Fucking freak
Pat
out.
Barry, Stefan Struve,
Mark Hunt,
yeah.
Bring Crocott back. We don't give a shit. Fedor, Brock Lesnar, Batista, whoever wants to get in there. Bob Sapp, Tim Sylvia, Andre Arlovsky. You know I'm not going to get away from that one.
Arlovsky's fighting fucking Anthony Johnson. It's crazy.
So the guy who started at 170 is now at heavyweight.
I don't know.
We joked about that years ago, by the way.
Here he is.
Good. I'm putting all my money on Johnson. All right, Brian Caruso. Are fights like Barao versus McDonald swaying your opinion or the opinion of others on a lower weight divisions?
For me, I would say I was against the whole thing in the beginning, and it's starting to grow on me.
Like cancer?
Like the HIV.
Yeah. Okay. I like certain fights here and there, but I'd say in general, when you look at the statistics, it's like the heavyweights, knockouts. Knockout is the most popular finish for a heavyweight fight. So I still like the heavier weight classes. The little ones move too fast and usually finish by decision. Connor Hills asks, I missed the fight, so can you sum up the card in one word?
One word?
Yeah, I can. Decision. Because I think 9 of them went to decision out of 12. All right, Darian Vern asks, question for Ingo. On the last episode, you said you're a champ when you defend your title successfully. So Kane is now the 2-time champ. He never defended his title. Does that mean he is not a true champ from your perspective?
Ooh, interesting question. You know what? I don't know. I think he still needs to defend his title. I think if the title's always in contention, then there's no real champ. So the guy has to be there and beat a challenger once to say that he is now the champ. So yes, I would say definitely he is not the official champ in my book, but he could be if he wins the next fight. What do you think?
I agree. And Darian also said, by the way, the show's getting better every time. You guys are so fucking funny and cool. Sweet. Well, kudos to...
I try to be cool every day.
He does.
I fall short.
He's like the Fonz. But...
I fall short every day. One of these days, I'm going to be like, I'm cool today.
It's all good. You should just start wearing a leather jacket and fucking sunglasses.
Hey, yo, fellas!
Hey.
What's happening? Hey.
It's all good. All right, JJ McDaniel asks, how many losses would it take for Overeem to be cut? He's got a tough fight against Junior Dos Santos.
I don't think he gets cut.
No, never.
No way. Unless he tests positive again.
Yeah. Yeah, then he's done. Alan Weir, will the lightweight title change hands in the next year or so? It seems that when people get close to it, they lose like Cowboy, or they make it and get beat handily by Henderson like Nate Diaz. What will it take to beat him?
Anthony Pettis.
Double division.
I think that's the only thing that makes
145
fucking sense at this point.
55.
Yeah, they need to make that happen. That's for sure.
True that. Garrett Carlson says, are you as annoyed with how much they are promoting the Rousey fight as I am? I see her on every commercial and I watch and it makes me want to crane kick someone in the lips. And I'm guessing you're probably out of shape and you can't get a head kick up, so I'm guessing you're talking about these lips.
Oh, and those lips. No, I don't care. I mean, it's good.
I have no problem.
I'm fine with it. I think they should promote it. Promote the shit out of it. Why not? It's a monumental
It's the first
thing.
women's fight in UFC history.
Yeah, they got to promote it.
Promote it, ride it.
And they're trying to build. They're trying to build
Make
a
it
division.
yours.
You got Misha Tate. They're fighting some person I never heard of. Right soon.
It's all good.
Yeah, I mean they're trying to build a division, and this is what they need to do. Get people excited. So
True that.
short of showing nude photos of these women, I mean, what else? Scissoring. What else are you gonna do?
Camel toes. Watch for them. They're out there. Ryan Pulley asked, rematch between Swanson and Lamas, like or dislike?
Sure.
Like. Andrew M., did you miss me?
Where you gone? Where did you go, man?
He went away, far, far away.
Where'd
He
you go?
took himself and his big black clock, and he went.
All right.
He went to.
Is he black?
It looks like it in his Facebook picture. I could be wrong.
Good job bringing your big black cock back to the show. Thank you.
Thanks. You're keeping it real for us.
Thank you very
We'll
much.
keep it real for you. Roger Sando, last question. Said, well, he's got two. He said, is it me or is Eric Koch and Dustin Poirier look like twins? Now that both of them lost their last fight,
Oh, no.
do you think it makes sense putting them against each other? And if so,
Yeah.
who wins?
I think so. We mentioned it earlier.
I don't think Bronzer's going to win that one.
No. Yeah,
I like
Poirier's
Poirier.
tough. Yeah,
His ground game
actually,
is
they
top
do look
notch.
a lot alike. One's like before, and it's like the before
Before
and after.
Which one's which?
Bronzer, no bronzer.
Ah.
You know? I don't know.
True that. Tats or no tats?
Yeah.
Stop it. Also, what was the highlight of your college years?
Whoa. Go ahead, you go first.
I'll say having multiple threesomes.
Okay.
I'll just tell you this. Say the first time having sex with two women, I had a smile on my face that was from ear to ear
Like,
for
ah,
24
sorry.
hours straight. Like, yeah, what happened? I'm like, I had sex with two women last night. I saw
I want to do two chicks at the same time, like Office Space. Remember that? What would you do if you had $1 million? Two chicks at the same time.
And when you do that, oh my God, is it awesome?
Yes.
And then if you do it again, and then you do it again, you get more creative
Different
each
chicks
time.
or same chicks?
The same, but you
Gotta
have more
milk that
fun.
for all it's
Because
worth.
then you talk to your buddies like, oh my God, I had sex with two chicks. And then you strategize, okay, next time you do it, you should do this, this, and this. I'm like, good points. I'm going to make that happen. And you do it the next time, and you do that, and then you do a couple crazy other shits. Words.
Okay, let me say this, and I will
Go.
leave this to your thoughts. Mardi Gras. There's nothing like Mardi Gras on a whim. So we were sitting around Monday Night Football at a buddy's house, and someone said, dudes, we should go to Mardi Gras. And it was like literally the next day. And we're like, seriously? Yes. Rented cars, 12 guys, jumped in the cars, drove 18 hours down to fucking New Orleans from Detroit. There were photos, and I finally had to burn them like a few years back. And some of them were...
bad.
I remember things, and I don't remember things. And yeah, that was a good time. I hear it's changed a lot since back then. It's a little more tame now than it was, but it's everything that you would imagine and more. And yeah, it was. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, it's all good. It's fun. Go there if you can. So
I'm yet to be there,
but not
I've
two
heard
chicks at
good
the same
stories.
time. But lots of nakedness and inhibitions and the hurricane. My introduction to. Have you had a hurricane before?
Yes, I think I have.
Fucking
Actually,
hell. Two of those fuckers, and I don't remember anything. There was just photos, which I don't know why we took photos, but
yeah, photos are always
it was
bad.
pre like cell phone,
Yeah.
posting on Facebook. It was like actual photos.
Yeah, we had a bunch of Polaroids at times.
That's kind of what it was like. I was like, I found these in a box when we moved to the current house I live in, and I was like, ooh, what are these? I'm like, wow, I didn't know I
Gotta
had
shake
these.
it.
Like, okay, so I
Shake
called
it.
my buddy. I was like, you want
Shake
these?
it
He's
like
like,
a
you fucking
Polaroid
have photos still?
picture.
No, throw those out. Okay,
Yeah.
So, it's like good times.
Photos, pictures, whatnot. It's all good.
Yeah.
All good. Yeah, knowledge.
Knowledge. Do I have knowledge? Not really.
I'll tell a whiteboard story.
Uh-oh. A white boy story?
No, whiteboard story.
Okay.
Like back in the day when I was in the corporate world, they had issued whiteboards to everybody in offices and everybody else. And they're like, okay, let's mount these outside your offices, and we want to see stats, we want to see numbers, we want to see fucking all sorts of good things on them. I'm like, yeah, okay. So
Whiteboards with marker?
yeah,
Right
like
on
the
it?
dry erase board,
Okay.
you know, fucking markers. I'm like, oh, okay. So I take it upon myself to write Chuck Norris notes and Chuck Norris facts on it. I'm like, fuck you guys. I don't run your world. I run my world, and my world is Chuck Norris facts.
Okay.
So I would write that on my board every day, and the fucking CEO would come by and look at it. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? Like, I run my own world. So anyway, I'll go back to my favorite one that I wrote, and it was Chuck Norris doesn't read books. He stares them down until he gets the information he wants. So
Nice.
that's why I'm not in said
Corporate
corporate
world.
world anymore.
That's right, how we got to here.
Yeah. That's why I also rode on like a four-wheeler through the... It was a child's four-wheeler through the office once.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't quite take kindly on that. Apparently they think that you have to get to work at a certain time and you have to leave at a certain time. You have to be there X amount of hours.
That's right, because time spent at work equals productivity.
Yeah. Not how efficient you are at your job, but how much time you spend there.
Right.
That's why I don't go there.
Like Office Space. Yeah, I just
Bullshit.
don't think I'm going to go anymore.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stop
I'm
going.
going to stop going there. Yeah. Yeah, no.
No.
I wish I could be in your
Yeah.
shoes, but soon.
Alright, we'll see how this month turns out.
Keep watching the show and forward our stuff and tell your friends and
Use codes.
use codes, especially the GoDaddy ones. They love us. They love you.
Yeah, the more you spend, the more likely we'll have Danica Patrick naked up on this
Yes.
motherfucker.
So we should say this. We don't charge for anything. We try to be as giving as possible, and we're hopefully going to be doing a lot of cool shit in the coming year. But the one way you can help us out is click on our sponsor links, and if you're going to buy a domain name, if you're going to do whatever, go to GoDaddy, use our codes. If you're going to buy supplements, go to Q5. If you want to get clean because you're dirty as fuck, go to Defense Soap, use our shit.
Code. Go to our site, click all the links, click the banners. Do it up big time 2013. Alright, shut down. I need to eat.
That has been this week's edition of MMANUTS. We'll be back next week. I don't know for what, probably some kind of recap.
57 recap.
Yeah. So we'll see you guys next week.
Alright.
Think of Waggle.
Oh, that didn't shut proper. Hang on.
Oh no.
I like this sound. Ah, there we go. Thanks for playing, Matt Griffith.
There we go.
Bang bang!
There you go. Shooter.
Shooter McGavin!
I eat pieces of shit for breakfast.
Pieces of shit.
Yes.